What happens when fans push their favorite streamers too far? From intrusive questions to shocking confrontations, these 10 moments reveal the raw tension between streamers and overstepping fans. Let's dive in. First, Kai Cenat. Personal questions go too far. Kai Cenat, known for his high-energy personality, found himself cornered during a live stream when a persistent fan kept asking about his fallout with former friend Bruce.
Thoughts on Bruce? Let me tell you the thoughts on you. Got it. You gotta relax.
Despite Kai's repeated refusals to discuss the topic, the fans' relentless prying led to a heated response. Yo, that was the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Comes to your mind when I see the word Bruce? I don't, nothing. That's true. And that's I'm thinking of Paris right now. Huh? You're in Paris right now. Why are you thinking of Bruce? You gotta relax. You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill, gang. Oh my God, that was the most cringiest shit I ever experienced in my life.
Kai's frustrations stemmed from Bruce leaking private messages and stirring public drama. The situation reminded viewers that even internet superstars have limits, especially when personal betrayals are involved.
It is too dangerous to have a like that in my circle. One day smiling, next time you in your phone gossiping to your top mods, and I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't want to do with you no more. I don't want to be associated with you no more.
Kai Cenat's outburst at the fan, asking about Bruce, wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment reaction, but a reflection of the tensions that have long existed in online communities. The fallout with Bruce, which involved leaked DMs and private betrayals, echoed a larger trend in streaming culture, the erosion of trust between creators. Over the years, streamers have become increasingly cautious about their inner circles, knowing that any private conflict can quickly become public drama. The fans' persistence in bringing up Bruce highlighted not just ignorance, but also the voyeuristic tendency of some audiences to feed off unresolved conflicts, often at the expense of the streamer's emotional well-being. Kai's dismissive cringe comment carried the weight of his frustration with a culture that frequently demands personal transparency from creators in ways that can feel invasive. Second, Kai Cenat, the car intrusion. In another incident, Kai's boundaries were tested, this time physically. A fan attempted to yank open his car door.
Fan for jumping into his car.
Watch out, watch out. Yo, bro. What the hell? Get your on my car. No, get your on my car. Get your on my car.
Injuring Kai's ankle in the process.
Oh, my ankle, bro. Nah, I hit my ankle, bro. Get your ass the out of here.
Kai shouted at the individual to back off, showcasing a rare moment of vulnerability and emphasizing the real danger of violating personal space. The car incident, while brief, speaks to the broader issue of parasocial relationships and entitlement. Streamers like Kai have increasingly dealt with fans crossing boundaries, literally in this case, by attempting to access personal spaces. The injury to Kai's ankle from the fan pulling on the car door handle underscored how such invasions can lead to physical harm, not just emotional stress. Kai's exasperated reaction wasn't just anger, but a desperate plea for fans to respect the thin line between public persona and private individual. 3. Duke Dennis, defending dignity on the slopes. Duke Dennis faced a group confrontation while snowboarding.
Round.
I said, do y'all know how to watch the out?
Who?
All y'all.
Oh, who?
I just got hit.
Where your boy? By who?
Right there.
Who hit you? Who hit you?
Right there.
Hey, who hit you?
You just slapped the shit out of it.
After apologizing for accidentally colliding with a woman.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, we apologize for your.
I'm looking out for my girlfriend, man.
Yeah, hey, look, we don't want no problems.
Her boyfriend escalated the situation by bringing friends to confront him. Duke, calm but assertive, warned one man, "I'll knock you out if that's what you want to do."
I want to let you know that I will knock your ass out if that's what you want to do.
Ultimately, cooler heads prevailed, and Duke's ability to de-escalate a volatile situation earned him widespread respect. Duke Dennis's altercation on the slopes showcased his composure under pressure, but also hinted at the potential dangers streamers face when public interactions turn hostile. Snowboarding, typically a relaxing activity, turned tense when the fan's boyfriend escalated the situation. Duke's measured response, apologizing initially but making it clear he was willing to defend himself, spoke to a deeper understanding understanding of how public figures must navigate confrontation. This incident also revealed a shift in how fans approach creators. Many seek conflict or drama, hoping for a viral moment. Duke's ability to de-escalate without compromising his dignity reflects the strategies some streamers have adopted to protect themselves in unpredictable public spaces. 4. YourRage, protecting home turf. An audacious fan jumped the fence of YourRage's home to play basketball, only to be met by 5 protective dogs and Rage himself, armed.
Here's the thing, there's no audio. I wish there was audio. When I said it, yo, Carl was like, what? Like, he didn't like, he was like, what? Like, this is my house. What do you mean, what? Like, I say something here, but you can't hear shit. You're like, what? Like, what do you mean, what? But he's saying that as he's walking away, like, you're like, what?
CCTV footage captured the moment as Rage chased the intruder off his property. His response underscored the dangers of invading a streamer's private life.
I put the little mouse control on my face, everybody got on timing. They knew what.
YourRage's encounter with the fence-jumping fan was a chilling reminder of the safety concerns faced by streamers. The fan's audacity to enter private property mirrored a broader trend of stalking behavior that has plagued creators. The presence of Rage's dogs acted as an unintentional but effective security measure, but the situation could have escalated dangerously without them. Rage's reaction, including pulling a gun, was a stark illustration of the extremes to which streamers sometimes go to protect themselves. This incident also raised important questions about how much access fans feel entitled to, blurring the lines between admiration and harassment. 5. Aiden Ross and Sneeko, the bicycle pursuer. A fan trailed Aiden Ross and Sneeko for several blocks, yelling about unrelated YouTube drama.
If you actually look at the scenario right now, you do look crazy and you're wasting your energy and your time. You should be doing better things with.
While Sneeko attempted to reason with the persistent individual, Aiden reached his limit and simply walked away, leaving Sneeko to handle the awkward interaction alone.
Our van, yelling at it like a homeless person for like 10 blocks.
Yeah, nah.
Whoa, what are you?
Go ahead, Sneeko. I'm sorry. It's just, I just don't, I need to, like, what is he saying? No, I really.
The bicyclist chasing Aiden Ross and Sneeko illuminated a peculiar facet of streaming fame. Fans sometimes seek out confrontations to insert themselves into drama that doesn't involve them. Sneeko's polite yet firm approach contrasted with Aiden's blunt dismissal, illustrating the different ways creators handle such disruptions. 6. Jack Doherty, standing up to entitled fans. Jack Doherty, often criticized for his antics, found himself on the defensive when a group of fans demanded a shout-out at his home.
What happened?
What y'all up to? I seen you all over.
What are you up to, dog?
Just rapping and
Yeah? Rapping? Alright, freestyle for me.
freestyle.
Yeah.
Play beat.
I don't got a beat. You got a freestyle.
Yeah.
When insults flew, Jack confronted them head-on, calling out their hypocrisy.
Give me some advice.
Huh? Yeah?
You gotta give us some.
What do you get out of that?
Jack Doherty's clash with the group of clout-chasing fans outside his home painted a vivid picture of how entitlement can lead to confrontation. The group's insistence on being acknowledged, even resorting to insults when rebuffed, was emblematic of a generation raised on the promise of instant internet fame. Their behavior mirrored broader societal shifts, where platforms like TikTok and YouTube incentivize confrontational or provocative behavior to gain views. Jack's decision to confront them directly, rather than retreating, showed a willingness to challenge this culture.
You're obviously so mad about someone you've never met.
Why you go so much? If it doesn't bother you so much, why you follow us right now?
I'm on my property right now. You're on my property. What are you guys talking about? Y'all came here to talk so much, but like, now what?
All I wanted to say for real is SCNT on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Nah, but no one cares, bro.
platforms.
You're literally, you came here on some hate shit. You're asking for a shout out and advice. Like, what are you you're cringy, bro.
That.
The comments section, which often critiques Jack, siding with him this time, was a testament to how audiences are also beginning to reject such entitled attitudes. 7. Neon, protecting loved ones. At a convention, Neon was blindsided by a fan who pretended to ask for a selfie, but instead insulted Neon's girlfriend.
Games.
Let's go. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Your girlfriend's a you should kill yourself.
Enraged, Neon confronted the fan, showcasing the delicate balance streamers must strike between maintaining composure and standing up for themselves.
What'd you say? You know what's crazy? Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Look at yourself, bro. Look at yourself.
I'll dump you on Genki, bro. On Genki, I'll dump you, bro.
At conventions where fans and creators interact more closely, the lines of decorum are often tested. Neon's confrontation with the fan who insulted his girlfriend exemplified how streamers must balance their public image with the instinct to defend loved ones.
It's a short, fat Chinese dude. What the f is he gonna do?
You're right. Do it.
I am gonna do it. What? Bro, what the f? Bro, I could walk up to someone if they talk to me. Like, what? What am I, a bitch?
The fans' actions, pretending to want a selfie while throwing insults, highlighted the performative nature of some interactions, where fans seek to provoke creators for clout. Neon's frustration was palpable, but his bodyguard's intervention underscored the importance of having a support system to de-escalate such moments. This incident echoed similar tensions seen at events like TwitchCon, where the proximity between fans and creators often leads to breaches of etiquette. 8. iShowSpeed. Confrontation in the stands. Speed's high-energy antics turned serious during a soccer match when a stranger aggressively pushed his phone away, mistakenly thinking he was being filmed.
Yeah, bro. Bro. What the f? Yo. What the fuck?
The man's unnecessary aggression led Speed to defend himself and call out the absurdity of the situation.
I didn't put his hands on him, bro. If you had a problem, you could have said that to him, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. If you had a problem, say something, bro. You got a verbal, bro. You don't put your hand. You don't put your hand. You can't, bro. If he had
Take a seat.
Speed's altercation at the soccer match reflected a unique challenge faced by streamers, navigating international spaces where cultural and social expectations differ. The fans' aggression over the false assumption that Speed was filming him showcased how quickly misunderstandings can spiral into hostility.
We don't record or bother someone. That's both. The thing is, he could have verbally said something, bro. If he would have simply said, bro, exactly. I wasn't even talking to the guy. The crazy thing, the bald-headed guy, I wasn't even filming him. I was filming his friend. But even if it was a problem, he could have verbally said something. I would have just kindly.
Speed's initial calm approach, asking for clarification, was a commendable effort to defuse the situation. However, his eventual frustration revealed the difficulty of staying composed when provoked. This incident also highlighted the dangers of being a public figure in unfamiliar environments, where support systems may not be immediately accessible. 9. iShowSpeed. Online threats. During an Omegle session, Speed jokingly mocked a user's appearance.
Hey, who was that in the back? He ugly as hell, bro. He gets no ass, bro.
Only for the person to claim connections to the mafia and issue vague threats.
Burbank, Russian mafia, Armenian mafia, we are plenty.
You know that.
What part of Burbank are you from?
This fucker's, he's connected to the Armenian.
What part of Burbank? Go ahead, tell me your address right now. I guarantee you end up there.
But Speed's reaction, equal parts humor and caution, highlighted the surreal nature of online interactions, where empty threats often spiral into bizarre confrontations.
Yo, suck my fucking my friend. I would've beat the fuck out of you. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you fucking talking to, my friend? I would've beat the fuck out of you, my friend. Who the fuck is you, my friend? I would've beat the fuck out of you. Who the fuck are you fucking talking to? I would've fucked you up. Up. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck?
Even though Speed acted like he was not scared, he was.
The encounter with individuals claiming to be part of the mafia on Omegle added a darkly comedic layer to the narrative. The absurdity of the threats, clearly exaggerated, belied a more serious issue: the way anonymity on platforms like Omegle can embolden users to harass creators. Speed's ability to brush off the threats while still exercising caution showed his experience in handling such encounters. 10. Stable Ronaldo. Rude strangers abroad. While exploring Tokyo, Stable Ronaldo asked a local for ramen recommendations, only to be told to Google it in a hostile tone.
Any good ramen around here?
Just look it up on Google.
I don't understand. I'm just asking a question.
Hey, chill. All I'm saying is look it up on Google, right?
I know all I asked. But what's wrong with me just asking politely, like, yo?
Though Ronaldo initially responded politely, the stranger's shift from friendly to combative baffled him. Ronaldo ultimately walked away, wishing the encounter had gone differently. Stable Ronaldo's interaction with the rude stranger in Japan was a poignant example of cultural clashes and misunderstandings. The stranger's abrupt shift from friendliness to hostility highlighted how quickly public interactions can sour.
Hey, from Kai Cenat, we could have that.
I know Ray, I know Kai, I know Speed, all that right now.
Oh, do you know Stable Ronaldo?
Ronaldo's decision to stay calm and ultimately walk away spoke to his maturity and understanding of the limits of such encounters.
No, I'm gonna go. I got you.
All right, so go.
Okay, now I can't go.
Why?
Because now you just told me to get up. I was being nice. I was saying I'm gonna get up.
These moments remind us that streamers, despite their fame, are human. Whether it's crossing personal boundaries or disrespecting their space, fans sometimes forget the unspoken rules of engagement. Let's respect the creators who entertain us, so these moments of tension remain the exception, not the rule. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. Let me know in the comment section which of these moments you think is the most humiliating. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.